Good morning. I'm Jen Holtz, Associate State Director for Outreach at AARP Maryland. We're continuing our efforts to support all caregivers of children during the pandemic by streaming our Lunch and Learn interviews through the rest of 2021. Today is a little different as we moved our regularly scheduled program from lunch to breakfast. Our goal is to keep providing you as parents, grandparents, and guardians with practical ideas, tips, tools, and resources for distance learning and helping kids thrive during the pandemic. With school in full swing, we know that one of the most important ways to help kids do their best is to fuel their bellies before fueling their minds. Today, we're excited to welcome back Christine Van Bloom from the Kitchen Studio. The Kitchen Studio is all about food, fun, and learning. If you have ever participated in one of Christine's classes, you know they provide super fun and totally delicious cooking classes. Their number one priority is teaching you how to ante up in the kitchen by developing your skills, whether you're just getting started or you know your way all around the kitchen. We are thrilled to have Chef Christine join us today to walk us through a delicious, healthy, and energy-boosting breakfast to make with our kiddos. So welcome, Christine, and thanks for being with us today.
Hello. Happy morning. So I am so thrilled, of course, to be back. You know, I'm a huge fan of AARP, and I love that you guys are trying to help everybody to support the kiddos during this time because we all know, everything is crazy. So I have the perfect dish for you. Now, I know the kids are in school right now. I get that, but we're going to show you how to do it so you can do it with the kiddos today or tomorrow. We're going to do omelets in a bag because it's genius. I wish it was my idea. Totally not. But we're going to show you how to do a quick, really. Jen, you said you've done these camping, right?
Yes, they're really easy camping. If we boil a pot of water over the fire, throw everything into a bag and put it in, it's simple. And the kids love throwing in whatever they want that day.
You just did the lesson.
Yep, done. Okay.
So it's so true. And here's the other thing I like. You guys can do this like this evening. You can do it because I know sometimes the kids are a little logy in the mornings, right? At least mine were, I was. So this is something that you can knock out this afternoon after school, or you can knock it out after dinner. If you're feeling it, you can do it in the morning, but this is all you need. A freezer bag. Now, I definitely want you to have a freezer bag over a regular bag because we need it to be a little bit thicker for us, okay? Because we're going to end up dropping this into a pot of simmering water. So snag yourself doesn't have to be on brand, it can be off brand. But get a freezer bag. I like the gallon size bag, but you can also do a quart if you want. We'll just increase the cooking time a little bit. And if you've ever had like a sous vide egg bite at Starbucks, something like that, this is going to be about the same texture. It's super cool. So let's show you what we're going to do. I'm going to do this, and I'm actually going to save mine for tomorrow morning. But I'm going to take 2 eggs. And yes, you can do 3 if you want. I wouldn't go less than 2, just because you kind of need enough in there to hold the bag down and do the thing. Do you like that I was just showing off, doing it one-handed? I was so excited to do it. I know. So I take it, and this is where, seriously, even if you have a middle schooler and you know how hostile they are, and we're talking about your grandkids or maybe your kids, doesn't matter, they're going to be into this because I seal the bag. Now I try to get a lot of the air out and then I just squish it, right? Everybody likes squishing things. So I squish it around, I squish the egg around, blah, blah, super easy. That's all that's in there. Then, ta-da. How easy is that? Add whatever you like. If your kiddo is into, I love a Mexican omelet, so a little bit of salsa is lovely. Definitely a little bit of cheese. I'm loving on the cheese. I'm going to take some ham today. I was feeling ham and cheese because I know turkey, even in a smaller Thanksgiving, I know the turkey's coming next week. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of ham, and I did dice it. I think it's important that you make it fairly small. And then I have some shredded cheese. And if you want to shred it yourself, go ahead. This is one of the few times I'm like, just do what you do, right? Make it easy. I like a little pepper. If you have green pepper, I do a little salt even with the ham in there. If you like green pepper or red pepper, if you like onions, I think onions I'd saute a little before I put them in. And the name of the game here is easy. So I want to squeeze the air out. Let's see if I can do it on the front of the table for you guys. I just put it on the edge of the table, squeeze the air out, and seal that sucker up. All right. Is this the easiest thing in the world?
It totally is. So I'm going to ask you a
Totally.
question, or maybe it's a
Alrighty, so
suggestion,
here's-
actually. So I noticed that you did
Oh,
not
give it to
spray
me.
the inside of the bag. And I have made that mistake before where it's stuck to the inside of
No.
the bag a little bit. So I don't know if you've ever had problems with it sticking, but I found that that worked really well for me. So if, I don't know, it just comes out in one big, nice, neat
good.
clump when I do that.
I wonder why it stuck for you. I've never had it stick.
Probably too much cheese because, you know, I
Well,
overdo it on the cheese.
Me too. Excuse me. All right, so that's a great tip. I love that tip. Here's what we'll do. I have a pot of gently simmering water. Now, you do not want a full rolling boil here. I'm going to bring the camera over so y'all can see what we're looking at. All right, so I love this, all my production values here today. Alrighty, so I've got this, and I'll try to squeeze the fillings in. I use a clip. Now, if you have a binder clip is fantastic because it won't melt. You'll be in good shape. But I take the bag, and this is where I could have used a larger pot, but you just lower it in, and then I can fold it up a little because I don't want the bag going near the flame. That's it. 13 minutes. Now, you might say, 13 minutes is a really long time. That seems silly. I can knock an omelet out in 5 minutes if it takes that. True. Texturally, though, this is almost steaming itself, which is kind of cool. So let that go for 13 minutes. Make sure it's cooked the whole way through. And then, I definitely should have used a bigger pot today. I can't believe your sticks, Jen. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Right out.
That looks great.
Right out. And then, I know, and it's even a little janky on the sides, but check that out. And then because I'm feeling fancy and because my chives haven't all died in the garden yet, I'm going to do just a little to amp it up and make it cuter. A little bit of this. And there we go. Look at that. And I'm telling you right now, look, that took us like 7 minutes, and that's with me running my mouth off. The kids love these. We make them in summer camps every year. The kids totally go bananas for them. They're so simple. You can get up early, throw them in the pot of simmering water. So the kids come down and they're ready. And I'll tell you what, the bag isn't hot when you're done. So make sure you let the kids roll it out themselves. That's part of the fun. So there you go. How easy.
That's really cool. That's really cool. And I love that the kids can throw anything they want in there. I mean, that's what's really neat about it. Plus all of the immunity boosting foods and vegetables and all that kind of stuff that they can throw in there before they get started on their day. So that is awesome. Thank you.
High protein brain food. And I like to do garbage omelets where I'll go through and just find everything I can. A little spinach, I'll chop it up. Anything I can find in the fridge and throw it in there. If you have anything hard, carrots, onions, give them a saute or skip them.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, as usual,
there you
Christine.
Go.
Yes, this has been a blast as usual. Thank you so much. And folks, don't forget that we will have Christine back to host more virtual and free AARP Maryland cooking classes several times between now and the end of the year. So keep following our Facebook page for updates. Thanks again, Christine. Please keep tuning in. Please keep tuning in every other Wednesday for tips and tools on keeping our kids happy and healthy during the ever-changing conditions caused by the pandemic. Our next Lunch and Learn interview will take place on December 2nd. Stay safe, everyone.